Hi folks, Guy here,
And Carolyn. Welcome to the Q's Views,
where everyone's entitled to our opinion. It's good to see you all again, and we're going to talk today about breaking camp and where we're going and part of our journey, and the beginning of our launch into our 3-year plus pandemic era journey. Uh, just a quick note, we finally, after 5 years of RVing part-time, got our tow package, which means that we can tow our car behind our RV, and it means Carolyn doesn't have to chase me in the car and block traffic for me.
Yeah, so I'll be white knuckling it for a little while.
In the passenger seat, as you're looking down over the edge of the cliff, right?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Well, one question that we get asked quite frequently is where to next? And we have 4 legs to our 3-year journey. And the first leg has 3 parts where we keep coming back into the Bay Area near Sacramento. And the reason for that is to celebrate family and some early milestones for our granddaughter.
Yes, we'll be back for her first Christmas. It's Ayala Renee. And we'll be back for her first birthday, March 7th.
Great. So our first loop of our first leg is, and the goal is to see as many national parks and enjoy the sights of our nation as we possibly can. Hopefully in 3 years we will hit somewhere between 30 and 33 national parks. So our first stop is in Yosemite for 2 weeks. And oh my gosh, what a cliffhanger that was, as they required day use passes to even drive a vehicle in. So we'll be camping outside of the park in a nearby campground, but we'll need a day use pass just to drive into the park. And at the end of our journey, you need a day use pass just to drive on 120 through the park to get to the other side of the Sierras. So what we did is we were up early.
Both of us waiting to push that button saying we wanted a pass.
And so, and the passes are good. It's a little confusing on the website, but the passes are good for 7 consecutive days for unlimited entrances. And so we needed 2 passes for the 2-week stay. So we're good to go on that. So we're stopping at Yosemite, and then our next stop will be down in the Las Vegas area and visiting family. And Las Vegas seems to be central to a lot of the southwestern part of the United States that we're going to see. And then after that, we're off to see Zion National Park, and with a day trip up to Bryce Canyon National Park, and then off to Grand Canyon, and then from there down to Sedona, and then down to Phoenix to visit family. That'll be in early September, and hopefully we won't hit, the weather won't be too horrendously hot, but good news is our air conditioning in our coach works really well. Yeah, it's been hot here in Vacaville.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, and windy.
Yep. So then after that, we stop at in the Palm Springs area to go to Joshua Tree National Park and enjoy the views there. And then we're down in the San Diego area to visit family, and that's where we originally came from, San Diego. Yeah. So kind of like tourists in our old home stomping grounds.
I know, and it's been a while.
Absolutely. And then from there, we work our way up California to return to the Sacramento area. So that's the first loop of our first leg. So it's quite an adventure, and we're going to visit several national parks, and really looking forward to it quite a bit. Another question we get asked quite frequently, kind of 2 questions back to back. One is, have you made reservations, and are you worried about the COVID shutting down RV parks? And the answer to that is yes.
Possibly.
You bet. But we have contingency plans. And we know we need to be flexible, and not just in our plans, but in our attitude as well. Yeah. Fortunately, what we've heard a lot of stories about RV parks, that when an area shuts down, RV parks, for the most part, have been really accommodating to RVers who are currently in their parks, allowing them to extend their stay. So while our plans may change, if places start to shut down, I'm pretty confident we'll have a place to land somewhere. So once again, it's all in attitude and flexibility.
Mostly, they'll close some of their fun amenities because you can't safe distance, and so that's one thing we have to be prepared for.
Yeah, they close their showers, their restrooms, and their pools and things like that. But again, when it comes to safety related to COVID in the RVing allows for excellent social distancing, and it keeps us in the great outdoors. So we enjoy that a lot. So that's an update. The videos have been few and far between right now as we are getting ready. We had a lot of things to do to get ready to launch, as we say, to the beginning of our journey.
We had a very, very, very long checkoff list.
Absolutely, and finally we're down to the last 4 or 5 pieces, and we're ready to go. The biggest one was getting our tow package ready. Just a quick note: the place where we had it done did a good job setting it up, but they missed one important factor. When your hitch level on your coach is here, and your car level for hitching up the coach is here, you need a drop hitch receiver. And they forgot that part.
Oops.
Yeah, so there's too much of an angle from the RV down to the car for the tow bar. So they had to order one over the weekend, and we had to go back up and pick it up, and it was just quite convoluted. So for you RVers out there that are setting up your cars to be towed, remember that the distance between your hitch and how you connect up to your car could require some sort of a drop hitch. So remember that as you're getting ready. So that's what's going on with our car. I want to say, so safe. We know we're going to have safe travels, but for our family and friends, don't worry. I know it's hard. It's easy for me to say, but we're going to keep in touch through Facebook, through phone, and all that, except while in Yosemite.
Yes. Service is a little sketchy in certain places. So if you don't reach us, don't worry. We'll eventually show up again when we have cell service.
Absolutely. Hopefully, we will.
We will.
So don't worry. Enjoy yourselves, and we will miss you all. Again, like I said, we'll keep in touch, and we've got a lot more topics that we're going to talk about in the upcoming YouTube videos, such topics like outdoor cooking and different methods and what we've tried and what's working for us and what we're using now. Some of the accessories that we're using for both inside and outside the RV, navigation gadgets, traveling with our cat. It's been quite a learning experience for both him and for us. Fire preparations. We always have to be cautious and be prepared for a fire in RVs. And so we're thanks to my safety folks back at the hospital where I used to work. They helped me prepare for fire. RVing and wardrobes. You're probably looking at the extent of most of our wardrobe here for a long time. Hawaiian shirts, which most folks know I love, and t-shirts. I want to do a special video on, and for those of you who know me, you'll appreciate this, how Excel is your friend. Excel worksheets can help you prepare. And we're using an app called a website called RV Trip Wizard, which has helped us prepare all the sites in advance. Things we like about our coach, things we don't like about our coach. Another big issue is getting mail on the road.
That is a big one. Packages, mail.
Yep. And then health insurance for RVers, what we've discovered and what's working for us. How to use the internet, and what are some good resources for full-time RVers and just folks on the road in general. And then what apps we use. And then we have we use a Garmin InReach, a satellite texting device, which allows friends and family when we can't be reached to reach us in an emergency, and for us to reach out to them in an emergency. What hobbies we're into. Carolyn has a whole section on that.
Yeah, I opted not to have a washer and dryer put in, and that is my craft closet now. For those of you who know me, I'm a crafter, so I brought my sewing machine. So
and lots of sewing accessories.
Yeah.
So, all right, and then how to stay connected with family and friends. Meals in your RV when it's 90 degrees outside. What do you do? How do you take advantage of all the things that your RV allows you to cook? And then we use a whiteboard. Why do we use a whiteboard in the RV? So it's how to communicate and how to stay safe. So we've got lots of different topics, along with just how we're enjoying life on the road and what we find interesting and what's working for us. So once again, hit like, subscribe, hit the notification button so that when we release new videos, you'll be notified. And so thanks everyone, and goodbye from the Q's Views.
Okay, we'll see you on the other side.
See ya. Bye.